Today's episode, I'm going to do something that I've never done before, and it's something that is totally out of my comfort zone. As a little bit of a backstory, I graduated from university in London almost 2 years ago. And I always thought to myself that it would be really, really cool if I get the chance to go back to uni and to talk about like my experience and like working in corporate. So for those that don't know, I work in marketing in financial services. And yeah, I mean, it's something that I've always thought about, and it's something that I manifested because I really wanted to do it. If I look at myself back in the days when I was still in uni, I didn't really have that much guidance. I'm the first one in my immediate family to go to university. I'm an immigrant basically that has come from Italy to like the UK for university, and I'm working here. So I really didn't know how the whole process of like finding a job and like working in corporate and which career path I really wanted to go into. So yeah, just something that I've manifested in the last year that I really, really wanted to do. Finally, surprise, surprise, I received a message on LinkedIn by this woman that works for my university, and she's hosting a digital marketing panel for, I think it's master's students. So even though I did like my undergraduate, at the end of the day, it's still the same uni. But yeah, she's invited me. I'm gonna be there with other like alumni from the same uni. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say I've hosted a panel before, but I was like the host instead of like being the one interviewed. I'm actually a really, really anxious person, even though I think I do enjoy speaking in front of a crowd. I enjoy it when I'm prepped. So like, for example, if I have to do a presentation, I would be really, really nervous, like while doing it, before doing it. It's something that if I do well, makes me really confident. But I've never done something where I haven't prepped myself for it. I'm just gonna show up and like speak, answer to the questions, and like see how it goes. Public speaking actually does scare me if I'm not prepped 100%, if I don't know what I'm going to say, how people are going to react in the room. But this morning I thought to myself, well, listen, I've been manifesting this, I've got invited, and now I'm gonna go, and it's just going to be like a conversation. Like if I don't have anything to add, I'm not just gonna like speak for the sake of speaking. And I'm sure there are lots of things that are gonna come up that I would want to share. Yeah, so I'm gonna take you with me. I obviously need to get ready. I'm still in my pajamas and everything. So yeah, I need to do my makeup and change. I'm actually so blind. And today I'm gonna wear my contacts just to feel a little bit more confident. I feel like whenever I wear my contacts and I do like my full on makeup, I definitely feel like, you know, I've got this. There was this trend on TikTok, I think this week. I met my younger self for coffee, and everyone was saying how their younger self was like, had anxiety, was self-conscious about their body, their looks, didn't know what career path to choose, and like all of these things. And I thought to myself, and I'm like, that's not who I was. Like the thing is that most people, when they become older, right, compared to like their teens, they become much more confident and like secure in themselves. Whereas I still am to a certain extent, but I'm not as brave as I used to be. So example, I decided to leave my home country, even though it's just basically my mom and I. But obviously it was a hard decision for me to decide to leave the country to go and study. But I just like when I think about it, I just did it. Like I was like, oh, like obviously I worked really hard to get my grades and everything like that. And then when I came to London, I was like, oh, I'm actually like here. And I didn't really think about, you know, missing home or anything like that. And I just had so much more confidence about the way that like the things that I wanted to do. I felt like I was so delusional back in the days when I was like 18, 19 years old. I was so delusional. I just thought that I could achieve anything that I wanted to do. And if I wanted to do something, I knew that I was going to do it. Like literally, there was no doubt in my mind that I couldn't achieve what I wanted to do. And that was like me since I was probably like 14, something like this. I was really, really delusional. I just thought everything's going to work out for me. And it actually did. Everything ended up working out. Everything that I wanted up until like over the summer has happened. And I genuinely think it's because I was so delusional. I did not think that I wasn't going to be able to achieve it. But the problem for me started when I came out of education and started being in different industries, so working in corporate and being, full-time working adult. And that honestly shook me. I do not know what happened. So to this day, I'm going to have to figure it out, hence why this channel. But I genuinely used to be so delusional that I used to achieve anything, and now I'm like doubting myself. I'm just like overthinking everything, and I wasn't really like that. I think it was just the art of being delusional and not thinking about consequences, not thinking about how can some stuff like affect my future or anything like that. So yeah, so I was speaking to my therapist about this and the fact that now if I were to move to another country, it would not be easy. Like I wouldn't not be like this confident about just quitting everything, leaving everyone behind and just moving. Because obviously I'm much older, I'll probably take into consideration like risk factors and this and this and that. Whereas I guess when I was younger, I wasn't really thinking about like, oh, maybe I could, go to this city and not enjoy it and then I would have to come home. But in my mind, that wasn't even like a possibility. In my mind, I was like, I knew that me going to London was the best thing for me, which is honestly crazy. I need to go back to my younger self, my child Erica, and she would genuinely, if she saw me right now, she'll probably slap me in the face. Like genuinely, she was so fierce. She just knew what she wanted, and now she probably looking at me, she'd be like, what's going on with you? Like, why are you being like this when, we had it all figured out back when I was younger, and now it's like, oh, maybe I actually don't. So I think I just need to learn actually from my younger self, because it was one of the things that like my friends always used to tell me, that you're so much more advanced in life in terms of things that I knew that I wanted to do. Like a lot of my friends, I think when they were younger, they weren't sure what schools to go to, what university to choose from, what career and things like that. And they always told me, I really admire for the fact that you really know what you want to do. And now I'm like, it's like I've taken a step back, and I really don't know whether it comes with maturity and thinking a little bit more deeper about stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think even just making this YouTube channel right now, I'm honestly doing it because I love content creation. I love long form content. But the second thing is because I really want to put myself out there. I'm someone who is very anxious and is always afraid of what other people are thinking about me. And even putting these videos out, I'm always thinking, oh my God, some people at work are going to see this. Some of my friends are going to see this. Other people that I know are going to see my videos. They're going to make fun of me because it's cringy, because it's this, because it's that. But honestly, something that I want to do, right? Erica wants to do this. So why am I not doing this? Why am I wasting years and years of thinking that I want to do something and never end up doing it? And I think this year I just realized I'm just gonna follow my passion and do what I want to do. I think one of the biggest lessons for this year is definitely not going to give in into thinking that other people think badly of me and all of my insecurities and stuff like that, and just doing what I want to do. Why are mascara so much nicer when they're a little bit dry? This is my look. I think I overdone it with the winged eyeliner, but oh well. And I just realized I ran out of eyebrow pencil, so I need to buy a new one. And yeah, I mean, I still got some time, so that's good. I mean, I thought that I wanted to do my hair, but I think I cannot be bothered right now. I'm thinking some blue trousers. You're gonna have enough time. Oh my god. If I wear this, it looks a bit better. Hopefully. Just do this and leave it a bit open. Even if I close it or something. Okay. Done. Let's go. I'm done. That actually, I'm actually really happy with how that went. I was expecting myself to be a lot more scared, a lot more anxious, even in the way that I was giving the answers, but it was really good. It was really chilled. There was a good turnout of people that came, like students that came, and I got like a little goodie bag, which is so nice. And the person that has organized it, she seems really lovely and like nice to speak to. And yeah, she said that I did a really good job, which makes me happy. I'm like, it's like a weight has lifted and my confidence is like, you know, if there's like a meter, it would go up a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to record my reaction just because, yeah, I don't know, I'm just really happy. They're giving me some goodie bags. I guess it's a nice gesture of like volunteering. I'm assuming this is going to be a water bottle, but let's see. It's similar to a water bottle actually. It's like a flask kind of thing. A notepad, which is always nice. And very random is some socks. I did not know they do socks. That's quite interesting. Okay. And I think it's a pen. Is it a pen? Yeah. A nice pen from the business school. It was a good experience. Definitely a good experience. And obviously I was, like I said before, I'm a very anxious person. So for me to do this and get out of my comfort zone is something that I'm actually really proud that I did. Yeah, like I said, I was speaking to the organizer, and yeah, there was me and two more girls that participated in the panel, and I was speaking to one of them because she works in a similar industry as me, and the type of work that she does is actually like really interesting. And yeah, I mean, it was nice. Afterwards there was a bit of like drinks and like a time for people, for the students to come and network with us, like ask us questions. And yeah, I mean, I did feel a little bit bad because they kept asking questions such as like, oh, you know, I'm doing everything that I can, and companies are still not looking at my CVs, they're not like progressing in any of the applications. And I was like, I know, like it honestly, the job market is really, really hard, and I think majority of these students as well, they go to my business school, they are international students, so this means that they would need to have a sponsorship, which is even harder and makes it even more competitive, because obviously not that many companies want to sponsor you, or if they do, they probably don't want to sponsor everyone in the program and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it was good. It made me feel really good about myself. Even when I was speaking, I think I do tend to downgrade my knowledge and my ability, but when I was speaking, I was like, actually, I know quite a lot of things and I could speak in much more depth than what I think that I can. So I think sometimes it's just, yeah, I just think I'm not as good as, I'm not as knowledgeable as I probably actually am right now. So I think it was a bit of, yeah, like a boost moment, to be fair, of seeing that I have skills, I am capable, and I can actually start to share some of the bits and knowledge that I've gained throughout, I guess, almost 3 years experience working in marketing. So yeah, that was it. I'm really happy, I'm really satisfied that I did it, and I'll see if there's like other opportunities like this. I definitely, if I have the time, I definitely want to do it again, just because I don't know, it's like that giving back is like seeing yourself in the shoes of those people that are really trying to find a job, they're really struggling to find a job. And yeah, it just reminds myself of like when I was a student and how hard it was to even know what you should be applying for, how your CV is supposed to look like, what are the right steps, am I doing the right thing, why am I keep getting rejected. And I think seeing people that are working is very inspiring. I did really enjoy when I had the chance to go to like panels like this when I was still a student. So I think it's always really, really nice for them. And yeah, I'm really happy. But now it's time for me to get undressed. And I just can't wait to watch Singles Inferno. I think it's the last 2 episodes. Hopefully this episode has brought you some courage to do and explore different things that you haven't done before, such as public speaking. So yeah, if you want to see more things what I get up to and lots of different things that are upcoming of me trying new things for the first time, please subscribe and keep watching for the next episodes. Bye.